All right. Sorry about that. For whatever reason, it seemed to want to not start. I had to restart things. Anyway, looks like we are running now, even if we started 3 minutes late. So today we are going to be working on a cemetery, I think. Sort of a mausoleum, maybe French style cemetery for nobility and perhaps going back a ways, the original colonists to this planet. Um, and in the interest of time, I did go grab a mausoleum object from SketchUp just to try and look at. So let's grab it. Um, Not that we couldn't make one our own. We probably will actually remake this one, but I wanted to at least have it for scale. Again, I've made things like this before. This is pretty simple, but you know, Alt P, clear the parent, copy objects, grab it, bring it into our file, paste. Looks like it's a bit large. I want to be more of that smaller scale one. Let's make a human and test it. Da, 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 da. Okay, human. Hate when my stream doesn't start automatically. It always is like, what's going on? Okay, let's scale this down. So it's just about like that size, right? Yeah, so you can get in, but you'd have to kind of crouch to climb in. That's about the size we want, I think. Let's grab Tommy. Yes, that's sort of very much that French New Orleans, whatever vibe. Let's just see what this mesh looks like. Thanks, I hate it. Operation clean mesh. Much nicer. I hate you less now. And I mean, that's going to work as a starting mesh. We could certainly use that. I kind of want to make a couple variations of it so we have some differences. What's the materials look like on it? Do we want to look at that before we start making differences? How many materials we got? Just 5. Okay, let's see. They all look like they're the same, probably. Excuse me. Or roughly. Yeah, okay, we got no materials. So let's do that first. Give us some materials, and then we're going to adjust it. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's try to check this out. Oh, that's right. Those don't work. This might be too nice. Let's see. View. Smart view project. That's not too bad. I think I'm just gonna assign everything to the one and then we'll adjust. We can see, get our UVs working. That's all right, I think. Certainly as a starting point. Gonna come in and the first thing I'm gonna do is bevel node. Throw that in there. And that's just going to help make us feel a little bit curved. Okay. Now, S3. Something like that. That looks, yeah, about the right size. Obviously, I don't want it on everything, but not a bad place to start here. Lines up even reasonably well. Corners are a little off, but we're not going to stress about that. Not right now, anyway. Concept art, my friends. Concept art. Roof. Tiling, yes. Okay, tab. Let's come back to all that plus plus. Okay, we're gonna make that a roof tile, I think. Cool. Again, working for me. Excuse me. Okay. And then let's see. I'm just gonna go with some concrete, I think, maybe. And this sucker here. That and this window. Not actually gonna be window, but concrete. Yes. Cool. And come on. No, just this. And that. Do it this way. That. There's our door frame. Looks like we got a bit more. Yeah, that whole area can be the door frame. Also concrete painted white. Cool. Which I also think we're going to come here and add the bevel to, because we may use it again. Which is such a great node to have on almost everything. I put that shit on everything. Okay. Nice. Cool. Those are their own objects. Plus assign also concrete. Let's just see. Kind of like it, kind of don't like it. One, you, cylinder project. Okay. Okay, that's better for layout. Not sure I like it for that color though. Let's go to stone again. Stone polished white. No. No, I think it's going to be concrete again. But let's try this. Kind of want to sit. Yeah, that sits nicely with the other one. That sits better. So these brushes should feel old. That's kind of the vibe. Let's grab this. Which I kind of want. Let's see, one KZC. Cut through that. Get all the way across. KZC. Cut through that. Okay, because now I can grab that. I think all this should also be that concrete. Should that and that and that and that and that. Just grab all the parts. Okay, and concrete assign. Cool. That's feeling better. Might even do the same thing up here. Make this whole thing kind of like that, all concrete. Yes. I like that. I think that's going to work better for us. Now, thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit of grunge to it. Okay, so we have really the roof, the concrete, and the bricks are our three. Let's start with concrete. And I had an idea too. Let's see, Command T. Can I map this? It is UV mapped, yes. And can we do a Shift A search random, not the random generator. And it's going to take all that. Let's see. What I want to know is if I duplicate this, is it different? Yes, it is. Cool. So the locations of, is it? Maybe not. No, it is. That's different. Good. I want to do this on that and this door concrete too. Should have been the same one, right? Oh no. Concrete painted. So I need to throw that to both of these. And that one too, actually. So they match. Now, okay, and let's do the same thing on the other one. Just need to match these. So the same. Cool. So now everyone should be slightly different location-wise on that. And it has the bevel. It has the bevel, right? Yeah, actually, does it have the bevel? No, it does not. It needs the bevel. It has the bevel. Cool. I'm going to save this sucker because we probably should do that. New 260624 Cemetary. And paste. Okay. Saved. So now what I want to do is a very, very subtle color shift. Hue saturation value on, this is on the concrete. And I want random, yes, with a map range to minimum of 0.45, maximum of 0.55. Okay. I want to do the same thing with the saturation. I want it to be a different one though. I think it'll work. I don't know. Let's try it. Minimum on this one's gonna be 0.2, maximum 2. And we might as well do value 2. I just want to have slightly different on all of them. That should work. And copy, concrete painted, paste. Slightly different. Cool. And then brickwork white. This one I don't want to move around because I don't want to screw up the UVs. So this one we're going to leave alone for that, but we do want to do that. Now, they are very slightly different. Just enough that hopefully it registers differently when we look at them. I think I might do it on the roof too. I wasn't entirely sure, but I think it will. Really subtle. You can always make it less subtle if we need to. And let's bev that too. I have played no GTAs ever. Not in my life. So no, I did not. All righty. So now we have this going on here in varying different color tones. And we're just going to delete them, the other ones. And save again. And let's see if we can't make a couple of variants. We're going to call this so Liam var 1. I'm just going to rename this one. Cool. And what do we want to do to it? I think mesh UV sphere. Something like that. Even a little smaller. Cool. Now, I'm just going to do this by hand too. Not going to stress too much about making it perfect. And plus a sign. And what do we want to make it? We want to make it like an old metal. Like a grungy metal, because I do want this to feel a little older. Not sure how grungy a metal to make it. Worn metal. Let's try this one. Not bad. I'm going to change the color on it, I think. Do the same thing again, too. Take this to here, to here. Now it'll adjust that color. And we're going to do one more. Search color. Kind of go with like a darker there. Mix those two together with multiply. We're going to reverse the order of them. Got the primary one. Now let's see. That feels pretty good. Let's do that. And do I make any more changes to it? I think that'd be a good secondary one. And then we're gonna Shift D. Let's do variant 2. And we'll go grab our sword thing. That's the best way to go from. Let me know it's there. Don't save. Okay, grab that bad boy. Over here, paste him. Scale 0.1. And we're going to make it that same metal worn. Okay, yeah. And then join it to that. Still might be a bit big. Let's undo the join first, just to change the size. Yeah. That feels better. Come here right front too. Yeah. Okay. And then join. This is like a cross for Christian type stuff. Cool. Then let's do one more off the first one again. Maybe 4 is enough for us. Or 3. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just come in here and L, L, X, faces. Cool. Cool. And then let's see. Botanic pots. Merit. I'm not even sure I'm gonna put flowers in them this time. I'm going to make that mill concrete again and join. Cool. So that's 4 different things. And just to differentiate a little more, let's take these, make them mill concrete. Or no, SVB concrete. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Okay. Let's take them all and move them. New collection. Mausoleums. Okay. And turn it off right now. Okay. Let's see. What I want to do is make rows of these things that are even, that are random for which one is which. And I want a row of, I'm going to say 10. So what I want to do is, let's just mesh. Let's do a plane. Sure. And SY 10. The hell? Okay, we want more than that. I need to turn this on things. See how big one is too. Cool. I just want to see that. And S X 3, maybe 4. Yeah, okay. Maybe. I don't even know that I need to do all that. It might be better just to do not. Okay. Control A, rotation scale. 2. So we got 2 vertices now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 vertices on a line. P, separate the section, delete this. Okay, so I have that line now. Can I haven't ever tried this before, so let's see. Geoscatter, object, select the plane. Okay, preset scatter. We want vertex. And we want to select our mausoleums and scatter objects. Okay, looks like potentially. For vertex, yes. Rotation. I don't want any rotation. Okay. And scale. Why did it change the scale? Does this thing have been applied? Now it is. Oh, I gotta do all of them. Okay. Nice. That's actually working really well. Let's see. RZ90. Control A, rotation and scale. Cool. So we should be getting variants all lined up. I actually like that amount of space in between them too. Just about perfect. Okay. Now, let's just do the same thing again. Grab our object, 7, and Shift D. Where are you? Cool. Okay. Now, plane 1, I just want to select, copy the scatter. Okay. Select this one and paste the scatter. And they are reversed. So yes, they're facing it perfect. And then we can change. Are they the same? Or are they different every time? They look like they're the same. I don't want them the same. Instances. Random, yes. Cool, just give it a different seed. Nice. Great. That's what we wanted. Hide the mausoleums. Bring this object back. G, X. Till they're about that far apart, right? Cool. Now we could keep doing this, but I kind of feel like, well, yeah. Maybe we should. What we could do, though. No, I want them alternating. Okay. Is, I know what to do. Grab these two and Shift D, GX. Okay, then this one and this one join. Cool. And then this one and this one join. And we take both of them. It's probably too much though. Let's unjoin them again first. But yes, that will work. Or just, come on, Seth. This one and this one join. This one and this one join. Edit L GX. We want it to be about that far apart. So we moved it, just go 4. Okay, which means then we need to move this one 4. We should be getting different ones every time. Cool. Now we can just do it again. How far apart are those? We can just look at the width on that object. If we turn off geoscatter, width is X is 13.8. Okay. So grab both those, do Shift D, GX 13.8. Oh, GX minus 13.8 times 2 minus 13.8 times 2. Cool. And that one, no. This one, come on, turn on geoscatter again. This one and this one, join, right. This one and this one, join. And we now have a reasonably large mausoleum section. 10, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 80 in that space, which is probably enough for this little space, just so we can see everything. We'll put them in little subcomponents areas, right? Cool. And let's just check our colors to see if it actually did them. Yeah, they're different. It's, again, subtle. But yeah, we're getting different objects. We got some that have that roof thing. You can see it. Some that just have the circles. You see them? Yes. Very cool. It be working. And I'm just going to grab these 2 planes and one, bring them down to our ground, roughly. Okay. Now, I actually think I want to apply them all too. Just because, well, then it's going to individual object them. Yeah, it should be okay. Let's try it. Geoscatter. Selection to instances. It's selected, right? Yes. Okay. Great. There's those. And then we can come here and grab the other one. Plane 1. Okay. And now our initial one is done, and we have all of these mausoleums in these 2 groups. Cool. Take those out there. I'm going to make a new one. Fine. Don't want anything selected. Come on. Great collection. Both those go into that collection. Yeah, it's going to be obstructions. Okay. Now we need a wall and a gate. Maybe not a gate. I'm not sure we even care about the gate, but we need a wall. I don't think we're going to look at the entrance to this one. So let's just see. A mesh plane. Just come to here. About like that. Tab 2 GY. Again, I'm not worried about being accurate this time. Okay. Select it all. Implied. Great. Now, why my height up? It's 0. Fuck off. Okay. Oh, that's why. Anyway, good deal. Now let's just do an insert. Not. Insert. Cool. E3. Gives us a 3-meter wall around the whole thing. P, separate the section. We'll keep it. And I think we're going to make it that brick. Brickwork white. Okay. Do I have to? Oh. Okay. Tab A, U, Cube project. Okay. And UV editing. A, scale. Line it up pretty good. There we go. There's our wall going around the outside. We could put a railing on top of it. We'll see. Do I have like a spiked railing? I bet you I do. Bet you I have one I can grab from. Where am I looking? There we go. Let's see. What's this look like? Oh, come on, edit mode. I gotta find it again. Rail. Let's see, is it stone or is it? Let's see. It's stone, but it's kind of neat looking. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with it for right now. We'll come back to that later. Let's just take a look and see what we got. Doing okay so far. New. We want to this bad boy here. Tab, Control R. They don't line up perfectly, sadly. Gonna do something like that. That. And they should mirror, right? Hmm. That does not seem to be the center. That does. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Mirror it. Yes. And apply it. Yes. Okay. And that gives us our places for our paths. How do we want to do that? Let's see. Like that. That feels pretty good to me. Okay. Going to be our roads, path through it. And I think we're just going to separate the object out. So we just have different objects. That's just going to make our life easier. Now, let's come with this one and give it a grass texture. I also think we'll give both of them the same texture to start with. Taking a look. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have coming along, actually, doing pretty well. Like that's, we're going to do a shot mostly like this anyway. We're kind of overkilling all these rows just to make sure we have full coverage because it wasn't that hard to do. Let's take these. I'm just going to turn off obstructions. Ooh, okay. New collection, ground. Turn off obstructions. Okay. Now we are going to geoscatter, select that ground, biome scatter, open a biome. Morning, Michael. Good to see you. Oh, while I am thinking about it, I have an extras gig tomorrow, so there will be no stream tomorrow. So, but on the positive side, money. So, hey. What do we feel like is good cemetery grass? I'm going to go with grass 1. Yeah, it's nothing. Go away. Particularly once we do this. And upward obstruction. Oh. Obstructions. I know, right? Ah, money. So, thank you. Okay. And turn back on. And we got to check. The one thing I don't love about this is you don't get them right next to the buildings because the roof actually causes an obstruction. But we're going to fix that by a secondary one. Okay. And or the other thing we could do might be easier. We've selected them all now. Yeah, okay. We're going to do this. Geoscatter off. Obstructions. Select all these. Select objects. Shift D. M. New collection. Joined. Because we're going to join them all together into one object. And the reason we didn't want to do this for all of them all the time is because it, excuse me, made them all the materials the same from our randomness. Oh, they don't have a base? Oh, you bastards. That's not right. Oh, there's still instances, aren't they? Maybe if let's undo this. Because they are still instances. Are they still instances of my originals? Let's see. That would be fantastic if they were. Fill. Let's see. Woohoo, they are, because some have floors now. Nice. Okay. So we can just fix them here then. I love it when it actually works out and you didn't mean to. Fill. Okay. Turn them off. So now we can grab these two. Select objects. Shift D. M to joined. Join them all together. Tab. Cool. All the floors. Perfect. Gotcha. It works that way. Good morning, good night, whatever to you as well. Let's bring this back into here then. And then these we can actually take out of obstructions, which will speed us up. So that's a good thing. We can get rid of join too. So we should still have all that, yes. And if we turn back on Geoscatter, They should go right to the houses because there's no roof anymore. Yes. See, we fixed that problem there. It's also going to be way faster because it's not computing against the entire thing. So win, 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 win. Great. We like it. I did want to do a little more. I think we're going to add a second thing to this. Let's turn off graph small and pattern. Add grass 10. Okay. Yes. Same rough number. We don't need pattern again. Why don't you let me delete it? Come on. I've deleted these things before. Why won't you let me delete you? Oh, there. Because I'm hitting the wrong button. Right. Okay. Grass wild. First thing with this whole thing, we still want to be upward obstructions. So if we look, get rid of obstructions. I guess we can get rid of our houses, don't we? Doesn't look like they're getting rid of the obstructions. Now, are they now? Yeah, they are. Okay, yeah, that's better. They spread out underneath it because it's just where the starting point is. So, but yeah, that's definitely working. Okay. Cool. Now, grass wild. I want proximity to obstructions, but I want to density be reversed. So it only goes near minimum of 0.2. Great. And if we turn back on these bad boys, we get weeds near the thing. We might need to increase the size on it a little bit. Zero transition. Just keep it. How low can we go? I want a lot of weeds, but just some. Like that. Cool. Let's make it a little bit lower. Can we get to 0.4? No. 0.45? No. 0.47. 0.47 seems like we're at our point. Okay. Let's do the same thing with weeds. Repel. Obstructions. Invert it. Transition of 0. 0.5 is fine. And transition of 0.1. That's slightly more weeds. Cool. And we can turn back on the other one. They're all still pretty small. And we should have some taller grass now and weeds kind of nearer Yeah. Still feels a little overgrown, but that's all right. I'm into that. Okay. Good for right now. Um, let's do the roads. New here, and we want to call that paths and grass, just so I fucking know what I'm looking at. Right on, paths. Now, those are huge. They're really cool. I'm looking at some of the biomes that I have, and like they're intense, but they're giving me more than I need. Let's do Wasteland 7. Okay, let's see what we got. First, we don't need rocks at all. Go bye-bye. Clumps low. If we have it, it's going to be very minor. Gravel full. That we want. Nice. You do lose it if you don't play with it for a while. It took me a bit. Again, when I came back this time, I was like, what am I doing? Gravel's not bad. Does it have a pattern? No, it's just random. Okay. Instances per. Let's go to like 75. That's better. Cool. And we turn thin on. Let's turn gravel off. I don't even see thin. Oh, thin I think goes near gravel, doesn't it? Let's see. Or rocks. It's got like an attractor. Let's see. Ecosystem. Yeah, no repulsion. That gives us way more. Way too many. Thin instances per meter, 1. Yes. Maybe even half that. Sure. Clump low. Just want a couple. There we go. Yeah, I get that. You know, quite honestly, I've been kind of more excited about doing music lately than this stuff too, but it's still fun to do. And I always enjoy when I get into it. It's just like, oh, I need to get into it. And then which is one of the reasons I'm glad I did the stream, because it kind of helps me stay motivated to do stuff. Okay. I'm liking that. Let's get a sky in. I don't know. Let's see. What looks good? Let's try 24. That's a gray sky. Cloudy. Ooh, with some breakup towards the afternoon. I like that. Let's see. 1083. Mm-hmm. Come on. 8. That looks better. Okay. Even with our variance, we're still very sameness here. I think I'm going to adjust these mausoleums again, which thank God they're all still instances. That's just super cool. Because it means we can just tweak the shit out of them. Okay, so let's look at this bad boy here. Now, I wasn't liking those corners is the problem. What do we want to do about it? Q curve extract. Can I do something like this? Geometry. I don't want to have any resolution, basically. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then tab. Where's my rotation? Tilt. 45. There we go. So that lines them up as that. Okay. Fill caps. And the advantage is I think we can do this for all of them at one time. Q, convert to mesh. Tab. Shift G, coplanar. GZ. Oh no. E. Because they're not solid, but now they are. AM distance. Cool. And bevel them slightly. No. Undo. Tab. Just gonna go away. Oh, I see. It's because I. That's fine. Cool. Something's probably, let's see. Face orientation. No, they're oriented the correct way. Okay, I was just taking it too far. Oh, I see. That's the problem. Clean mesh. Shift G, direction. There we go. Just a little bit of edging like that. Now, where are we? We're in mausoleum curve, right? Okay. I'm going to material SVB concrete. Okay. Now, Shift D. Duplicate your mask, you bastard. Fine. All right. I gotta visualize it again, huh? Select hierarchy. Not delete hierarchy. Select hierarchy. No. Okay, yeah, that is better. Curve and that. Join. Okay, turn off that one. Curve and that. Join. Turn off that one. And that. Join. And then we just do join. That should give, yes, all of them now have that. And that makes our edges way better. Yep. Yep. Okay. So now we want to find one we like. I don't want to be that one, but I want to be the one next to that one. So we're going to go this way. This object is going to now become its own thing. Okay. And we're going to move it. New collection. Hero. Mausoleum. Tab. 3. X. Faces. That's no. Oh, it even has internal walls. How beautiful is that? Someone did a good job. It's going to be dark though, so it's fine. I just want an open door. And then let's see. What are we looking for? All. Let's check out Botanic. Mm-hmm. Here. Cool. I want to edit these actually. And let's see, how's the best way to do this? I'm not going to bother too much. This will work. French, actually, in this case. But yeah, they're very similar. I was thinking of New Orleans and that cemetery in France where what's his name? Jim Morrison is dead, is buried. Insulate. Yeah, okay, clearly need to upgrade that, but it works like it worked, so cool. Solidify thickness. Cool. That's gonna work for me. One. Apply all. Okay. Just to tweak it, I'm gonna. It creates way more geometry than we need. Nah, 780 is not bad actually, but often it creates way more geometry than we need, and it always creates shit geometry. So let's just go to like remesh it. This is the initial insulate. There's retopo insulate. Insulate, delete. And we can just sculpt it out just a little bit. That kind of works for me. Do I have a paper? I don't even know if I have a paper texture. Something like that works. I'm just gonna grab my own paper actually. Making my own material. Screw it. New paper. Kind of thing. It's just like, you should just do this. Textures. Man-made. Paper. Old paper's kind of cool looking. Yeah, sure. It's a little weird, but it's fine. Trigger for what we're looking at. We all good. Then we're going to join it to this because the other way works. It works better than the other way. We've seen that. RX, no, RY. And then we can it's reasonably all right. I'm not going to worry about the one that's cut through. It's fine. Yeah. Taking a look. Cool. We got floors on the opening. Turn back on geoscatter. And actually, now I can come back to our something cool. Always like doing something cool. Geoscatter. And we want grass. And weeds are now going to be actually repulsed. Oh, there's an affinity too. Oh, it's an ecosystem. We can't do that. It's not the one we want. Proximity. Repelled from Hero Mausoleum. No weeds within 3 meters. And grass wild and dry. Repel. Hero Mausoleum. Three meters. Our regular grass is still pretty high. There, maybe not 3 meters for that. 2 meters. Yeah, we'll still allow some near the other parts. Maybe even 1 meter. Cool. Yeah, so no weeds around that one. Then let's just play some more. Grass pattern. We can repel that from Hero Mausoleum. Nice. 2. Sure. So the grass has been mowed. Not that anyone but me will ever notice that, but around our Hero Mausoleum. Still fun. Let's set our camera up. I'm actually going to get one done today, I think. We're almost done now. It's got a 35. Yeah. And resolution up to IMAX. And render quality. Resolution 100. And rotate it slightly more. I do think we need something else on this wall. So let's do that real quick, because it will be real quick. Let's turn off I hope. Turn off geoscatter. And wall is in our obstructions. So we need to be aware of that because we don't want this to be in our obstructions. Shift G, coplanar. E 0.15. No, 0.3. Come here. Come here, you bastard. That one. And that one. Normals. Even. Okay. Plus. P section. New collection. Wall lip. Now it won't block, because it's not obstructions, it won't block our weeds in the corners. And we're going to make it also, I don't know which concrete we used. See that one? Not mill concrete. not painted white. What's going on here? SVB concrete. Yeah. And UV editing, a scale. That feels good. Yeah, that lip helps tremendously with the wall. And I think we just want a tree on the outside, and then we'll call it. So like here-ish. Botanic. Big giant tree. Perfect. And we just try changing our HDR rotation. See if we like one better. Too flat. Way too flat. Not bad. Let's see, somewhere in between those two, maybe. Bring that light back in. Just a little bit more. Yeah. Turn on our geoscatter. And it feels somber. Feels like we got what we need. I'm into it. We were going to do a couple angles anyway, but I just want to get one angle that I really liked, you know. Maybe make it a little bit brighter. Yeah. All righty. I think we are at a good place. It's actually quite productive today. We made an entire cemetery. Way more of it than we needed for this one shot, but we have flexibility. And each one of those is still an instance, so we can change them all, and that's cool. And we randomized the material slightly on them, so they're all a little different. And one thing I liked, but not just the slight color difference, but we randomized the UV slightly too. So the concrete doesn't show up in the same place on every single one, which is cool because that'll often just really destroy your sense of belief in the thing. But this column's not the same as that column. Yeah, looks neat. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Again, I will not be here tomorrow, but I should be back on Friday and we'll do something else. In the meantime, have a great day. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you later. All right, folks. Bye.